Meron ako.
There's a cat there?
No.
You like cats?
Not really. I like our cat. I've always had it myself. I was never particularly fond of them. They're there. This little kitten is really nice. This little cat. This little cat. Oh, sorry. No, that's no bubbles. We need a pump and we need
Because you gotta filter it. You gotta watch the chemicals and chlorine. That's the love. And he had two daughters. They were twins. And he had this jacuzzi. And he was always having trouble keeping the jacuzzi. And then his two daughters would bring foreigners in, all muddy and sweaty, and they'd climb in there, and it just looked like a swamp. You know, he would give you a...
I said, hey, if you play on that hose off.
That is on the house that rigged up a really neat solar system on the roof, and he had timer pumps to kick it in, and heat the water, and circulate it, and he had one of these kind of robotic kind of things that goes around and cleans everything. It was done for neat money, and that was for the pool too. One time though we were having a party, and he decided to heat the pool up to 90 degrees. So he had done the solar during the day, but he also had that thermostat.
Oh no.
The bill was paid over the $100 to heat that up. Yeah, it was too hot. You weren't comfortable, you felt sweaty, and the jacuzzi was okay, and then you go out and dive in the pool. The bedrooms were on the second floor, and we had a gate we could dive off into the pool. So it was like having our bedroom was like, my bedroom was like there, and his bedroom was like over there. And we could dive off into the pool.
Is that deep?
Yeah,
Used to go into minimum.
We had this little old lady, and she did and her son's birthday party, she invited my girlfriend and I think Jill and his girlfriend. We're standing there with a bunch of people, she's talking, and our neighbors next door, you see them stark naked, jumping off their balcony into the pool and swimming around stark naked. Well, and so the son caught it right away. He says, "Mom, stop it, drop it." You know, if you weren't jumping up over the fence looking, you would.
You know what the weather report's going to be like. It must be good, you know. Another truck coming in. Mom? Yeah, that's a light one.
Well, they came up to the waves coming up too. Probably 15 or 16 at the time.
Oh, yeah.
And maybe 15 or 16.
And what was this for? You doing that?
Minnesota.
Oh, that's cold.
Lake Pepsi.
God, that was cold.
Kids won and some.
Hey.
We both pulled up on separate roads. She dropped one ski, stepped over behind me on my ski. She climbed up, sat on my head, and I gave her the rope back. And then the preparation it took to get the ropes, and being there leaning back, and to get the ropes just right. We prepared on land, and then we had several runs there and adjusted it out. So
You're on double ski, right?
I was on double, and she started on double, and then dropped one, and then got on the back of my ski and dropped the other. Climbed up, and she stood up, and I dropped the ski and slalom with her standing on my shoulder.
You're a lightweight at that time, right?
50 pounds probably.
That extra long ski, extra wide. Powerful boat, too.
But, I wish I could get photos. They do movies and photo of it and stuff, and I wish I could get a copy of that. I have never, I'm sure people have done it. I have never seen a large ski with anybody.
Not a double song. Most times it's singing.
But I remember my legs were just shaking. There was so much fun.
Yeah, you probably just sit like that, just push back. What's that boat you have? I think it was on 250? Standard.
I think it was like a 45
Oh, wow.
but I had a 90 on a continental pontoon boat. It was supposed to have pilot seat, wrap around, had a camping toilet under a thing that would lift up, and there was also a changing room. And then go down there with the sun deck and back. We had a top we could have up, partly up and down. And, but it was amazing because they don't sit down and look down. They're sitting on the top of it. I could with a 90 pull 4 skiers out effortlessly. Because you just
And I'm still wakeboarding at the cable park. That's equivalent to horsepower. It stops at 60 miles per hour. Cable park. 26.
my daughter finally could be getting into wakeboarding and on weights. And that's one thing pontoons don't take a weight. Or much. My son was selling his ski board. A 350 horse Chevy and tournament ski board. It had dual speedometer, so when you like sleep drive, sleep drive made down in the Arizona Lake Capital and something like that.
Those cost 16 footers, $40,000. You see, I was watching videos of Miami Hollover, what do they call it? These guys have 6 450 450R engines. Mercury 450Rs. Oh, yeah, 6 of them. 6 of them. 6 of them. 450. 450Rs. Those are racing versions. 450. They have cigarettes with quads, 4 engines. One is really pretty cool. Midnight Express. It had five 450Rs. Neat thing, though. Just one of those engines. Let's cost about 40 grand.
I didn't see the horsepower. They were 200s or 300s or what. They had 3 of them, and then they had a rack back, and they had 2 more ones behind them, so they had 5 or whatever size engines. So they were big.
All these are all the ones I 6 are on mine. And each of them is independently built, plane.
First time they ever had one, it was a stern drive, brass propeller, and then behind it. So it's a lot different to drive because, well, it's real different to drive.
I had a friend, and he had a pontoon boat, a party boat, and he had friends sitting in front. And I said, hey, I told him, don't let anybody sit in front of the bow. They fall in, they're going underneath that bow, and the motor. And I said, don't do that. And he didn't. He said, that's good. And a week later, another pontoon boat owner had someone fall in front. They're friends. They used to go out and race. Someone fell in front and got chewed up by the motor. And stupid people, sitting and bowing.
It was a stiff one for him. And he had his and he had a pontoon. And he and a few of his buddies are out there and they're tipping him up, and one of his buddies fell over the front, and he comes up behind the boat, wow, and hit him. When I lived in Idaho, I had a 3-craft double tunnel hull with
Those are big motors. I mean, compared to not what they are now, those are probably gigantic.
and there was 20 foot and double tunnel hull. The most fun boat I ever had, and when you get going, I forget at what speed it did it at. I know by 60, but maybe at 50. It lifts off the water and it's flying. And only the top is in the water. So if you crank it, you go skidding sideways. I never at that time was skidding. It was crazy. I never thought about, gee, it could flip. Never did. Fastest boat in the year.
I know my buddies and I, 6 of us got together and we bought a boat. Wow, that was a black hole. Dang. A black hole. I should, as soon as I could, I said, started adding all up. I said, after the first year, started adding all up. How much time I got to use it, how much money I was spending on dock fees, write-off, licensing, insurance, and in fact, damages are done by my friends. And I go, hey, I'm close to a year old, and it looks like shit. I said, no, buy me out. I don't want it. They want some grounded it on the dock. Ran it up the dock dry. And drunk. Of course, it was insured, so got some money.
And we crap we take to get, get a case of beer and put it in the cooler and take off for the afternoon. Skiing, cruising, somewhere on Snake River. So we're Lewiston, Idaho, Clarkston, Washington, and it's the
You're living there in Idaho? Or just visiting?
Lewiston, Idaho,
Wow.
and hunting, fishing,
Wow, yeah.
river.
I got a good friend who's retired up there. He always asked me to come up there and join him. I've lived in Wyoming, I lived in Colorado.
Down in Lewiston, it's so low. It's down the Snake River. It's not, I don't know how high it is, but it's not that high. But we drive out of town up the Lewiston Hill or whatever. Like over in big snow and stuff. And down in Lewiston, it would snow occasionally, but it didn't stay. It wasn't that cold. So we take our boat out almost every month of the year. But we didn't go swimming there.
So the lake freeze over, go ice fishing? No.
Like Pepin did in Minnesota. 3 feet deep ice. They used to have on maps a marked, what do you call it, seasonal road across Lake Pepin, and 18-wheelers drove across it, and big state snowplows followed the stuff. But then they put a nuclear power plant in up at Red Wing about 30 miles
Raise
up.
the temperature, right?
Well, in general, yes, but occasionally there'd be a bubble of real hot air that stuck together for some reason,
On the soft spot.
and all of a sudden there'd be, and maybe have that much ice on it. So, the way we used to drive on the ice, get going about 70, and then,
Turn the wheel on.
and then crank the wheel and steering.
I used to do that on my Volkswagen. Studs on my Volkswagen. It's rear engine, so it's fun like crazy.
I have to go there.
Completely out of control all the time to get it to spin.
But actually, in the ice racing, they had tracks out on the lake. And the Corvair was, because they had the weight on,
Rear.
they drilled holes in the tires and put sharpened bolts in it and stuff. These were studs that just looked like a pellet for a gun, a little pellet. But these were big bolts, and incredible what they could do. I went to a Corvair store. I got several. I had Corsa 140, 4 cars, 140. Change the suspension on the tires. That's when the power glass, figured power glass, F74 put on there.
I've seen a Corvair in a long time.
Up the little top.
A good friend had a Corvair. He helped it for another guy put a forced engine back in his Corvair. He had to do a lot of welding. Forced. I heard that before. Money, all a lot of money, though.
And an 1857 Fortress Sport Coupe chain stock with a 60 horsepower engine. I had 180 horsepower turbo squirrel engine. That was a sleeper. And you pick that thing down, that would be a muscle car. It was so light.
Well, in high school, I mean college, I had a high school team, I had a Volkswagen. All my friends had GTOs, 442s, Chevy Chevelle. They had Chevy Chevelles at the time. Yeah, before they came out, the Camaro came out a few years later. Then they'll drive their cars, and then when we go skiing, everybody wants to go to my car. I said, why you guys? You take your car, we split the cost there. No, it's too dangerous on our ice. Everybody hopped on my car. Split the dollar bill between each of them. Just made $1, $2 in gas. Cheap steaks.
Back then, they'd buy gas and beer.
$29. 29 cents a day. 29 cents a day. The cheapest I ever saw in California was when I was in high school, college was 24.9. Southern California.
During the gas war, up here, and it's actually in Wisconsin, this stuff here in Minnesota.
74, right? Yes.
For the, I'd say late 60s. But anyway, it was either 17 or 19 minutes to go. Give them a bucket, you know, fill it up.
Okay, the one I beat that in high school. The gas is provided by the U.S. government, but it's also subsidized by the U.S. government. The taxes, $12.99 a gallon. $12.99 a gallon. Yeah, so that's my friends. You give me a course or a gold car?
Well, I remember the first time when the gas went way up, you know,
74 cents. I go,
to 180 or $1.80 a gallon or whatever it was. And I pulled in with my boat, and I think I took 50 gallons and my Land Cruiser.
wow.
And I filled them up, and I did about fill over when I saw the bill.
Oh, they give you a full umbrella for your beer? That's good. Not done good. I'll have to fix one. So I bought that door cover overhang. It said white. You know what came in? Clear plastic. And I had to paint it. Paint it.
Yeah, you can get some primer, plastic primer, sand it, roughen it up, spray the plastic primer on there, let it dry, and then you can paint whatever you want.
I have I have a plastic paint. You don't need a primer. It's from the United States. It's from the United States. But it's black. I don't want that.
You know, for the side, when it's raining heavy, you get a little, especially in the back. So what I decided, and they don't, because the Maxima is so new, no accessories available for it yet. And they have these door sets, well, the back one is only half door because it's got a middle door. And I think they're about 4,4,500 or something with the windows. Now they have some that are just a curtain. Well, I don't want to be driving like this.
Yeah.
I can't see my mirrors. I can't. So I got an idea. You know the fabric from Macho Guys? They have a shirt like this, but it's kind of a mesh lip hold. It's very soft, like nylon. It's actually polyester. You can buy it. I'm sure you can buy it up and do it again.
Shake pot. shade cloth.
Well, this is actually, the shade cloth is usually harder, you know, like polypropylene. It's harder and whatever.
It's not soft.
This is real soft. And then you have it slide up there and you tie it to the center post when you're not using it. At first I was going to get black, and I thought, I have the white. But you can see through it, and I think it would keep most of the rain out. And it blocks the sun on a hot sunny day. You can get sunburn here.
Yeah, especially you.
Us white boys.
You white boys.
Started to tell you I was getting rid of sweet grass. There's new neighbors moving. I said, hey, how would you like to go out Snake River Sunday? You'll bring your own beer and we'll go cruising. And he's just doing whatever.
Someone driving the boat is same as sober. That's when we have those 1 million.
Well, I'd say I'm on a bike, you know, but I say,
roll the
I
dice.
can't imagine riding a bike being sober. It's too scary.
The workout in the sun just depletes the energy out of it. Saps the energy. Something like the sun just comes out and grabs you and it takes all the energy out of you. It's burned out.
Yeah, maybe selling these for $1.65. For $1.65 a pack. They were $1.20 here. And I usually buy the ones in Shelton at 60 cents. They were 50, but they were 60. And they're actually working better than all the other stuff. I think you ought to buy this here and make it your house, and then you get a guest room or something like that.
Now you're running business. I find you run business.
No, I don't anymore. She every time starts, you know, says, oh, we don't have, you know, start a Wagga Wagga or a restaurant. She is excellent.
Oh, yeah. You run a bakery. You gave us the bread you gave us, the bread she gave us last time was wonderful. I love that. I said, this bread's really good. She made it.
Well, and I think I figured out our stove, the thermocouple in the oven there appeared to stop, and then it wasn't very old. You had it unplugged. So you gotta have electricity for the thermocouple to work. So, to make the oven work, to keep the burner running, you know what thermocouple is. And so she rigged up some wire, and she'd hold the button in position with wire wrapped around.
Oh no.
So it was running all the time. So really, it's amazing she came out and did this. The baking is a whole different art than cooking.
A couple that the wife would make cakes for them. Just a special order. That's all she ever did. People ordering cakes for them.
My ex-wife, I had told her that my family cooks and bakes. The desserts are coming through. And when they do rolls, so different kinds of potatoes and different vegetables, and it is so good. And I said, it's better than when you go anywhere else. And she goes, it's his family. Well, we went to 2 different family reunions. And she said, you will laugh. Your grandma's food and her daughter's is so much better than the other people. And I said, yeah, there's just something about it. And so I wanted to get, she's still alive, she would be 103. And I wanted to get the recipe. I don't have it. I take a handful of this and a pinch of that. This is all I cook.
I wish I wrote down my grandfather's recipe. He was a chef. He made breads, cakes. He made the best. He made the best pineapple upside down cake. Chiffon, strawberry.
Pineapple steak? We had rhubarb upside down.
Strawberry shortcakes that he makes. Oh, he makes his own whipped
Cream
cream.
puffs.
Oh,
Make her own whipped cream and make cream puffs. Anything. But the desserts now they come up with, that was old traditional kind of stuff. But they come up with, they some have like might have Oreo cookies or graham cracker crust and then whipped cream and butterscotch sauce and something else, And just when I went back there, I gained about 5 pounds back there, and I was only over there a few times a week. But my daughter, Delta, it was a shame to her. I said, well, you got to start out here. She was a big frame girl like me. When she was on the soccer team in high school, and she was the MVP and captain of the team. And she went to the women's national when she was in college. But big frame girl, she weighed 140 pounds. Well, the average girl on the soccer field probably weighed 100, 110. They'd run into her and they literally bounced right off her. And she took no shit. She never tried to hurt anybody. If they tried to hurt her. And then, if she wasn't trying to hurt them, she just protected herself. In one game, there was this team that were notorious for their coaches. They will do anything to win. He caught them cheating in high school already. And how to, refs not look and grab their jerseys or tripping and stuff like that. And they had never been beat. Still our team played. And they carried on stretcher 5 girls from their team off the field. Did you order calamari? She took 5 5 people out in the game, and they tried to take her out because she was their target. She was a defender. She was the main defender. So take her out. We need to take her out in order to win. 5 were carried off on stretcher, 1 with a broken leg. And she never got 1 penalty. Because it was so obvious. They'd go in and try to do like a sliding tackle and take her out. Can we also get, I know she got calamari coming too, yeah. Can we get some mayonnaise and some salt? Thank you. If not, I've got pizza. You're welcome. Do you get the worm? Well, that one had probably a slice of. That looks really good. Is that a salad?
Where's the bacon? The bread.
I like some of the burgers they have here. That's it. They're thinner than bacon. You know, your bike is supposed to have a 55-watt bulb in the headlight. All of the bikes in the Philippines I've seen come with 35 watts.
Mine's aftermarket.
Well, you don't have the stock on them anymore? Oh, I did. I just saw your other one hanging down below the cover.
But all my lights in my car, most of it all LED switches. Even though they come with time. It matches the
I've got some, what do they call them, blue waters that have an hand mat. Maybe one of these days I'm going to mount them on my... Oh, there's one. Oh, that's good.
Where do my camera?
Ma'am, salt. Very good. Flash on there.
without the flash, it looks better than with the flash.
That'd be something to have to tell calamari grain about that.
Yeah, I realize that would be nice.
I'm in Mexico. They have snail steak. The menu was well-known seafood place down there in Acapulco. Snail? Snail? It was about as big around as this plate. Maybe not quite. And the meat's thick. Fantastic. I never thought, I've eaten escargot, but that was a big snail.
Yeah, it's ocean water snail, not helmet clampers. You look like snails, they're very, really huge. Every time I see it, I pick it up, drop it in deep water. You want to stay things from that snorkel and steal it. You have a flashlight on your bike? I always carry it.
I have a spare.
Flashlight. Sometimes you eat spaghetti too much. Look at that sugar.
It's really good. Takes some sour cream. Very, very good. You just put it in sauce if you're doing it that way, or if it's like this, put some sour cream.
It's okay. That's much good. Pretty good. Right. Or too many times. Or too often. April of disaster. I had to pay for my trip to the United States all at once. Because I paid charge of the credit card. Too much delay. Then we settled the intrusion process with our people in the land project.
Around the United States.
Here. We bought the land and we sold it. Well, these are wet markets. They're right here. We put a fence line. We had a crack fence line. Okay, we'll fix the fence line. The woman's relative, you're looking at gasoline. The oldest died. So they wanted to divide it up amongst all the relatives. So one of the girls who was the niece from the aunt who owns the property, she said to have a survey done. When he was done, the property he wanted to try to find out. She would take the other 1,000 divided in two. One guy had the front part. She has the back part.
Like you.
Yeah. So, no. The survey said, oh, the intrusion, we intruded on our property. Okay, how much? It's very neat. Area. Very little. But it cut across our patio in the backyard. We'd have to, anybody that slice it up in the pot. So I said, okay, I'll pay that. I'll pay for that. So the woman said, well, I'm not going to sell. She paid for the survey, and when she found out the truth, she jumped on it. So she sort of thinking, I ain't gonna stop. So I replied to her, well, you ain't the owner. You're not the owner. You're the owner. So we dealt with the owner, so we said. My lawyer said, hey, you bought the property in good faith, they send the market. You bought the property, there's some market act, you bought the property, you took against on where the property is. You have a case, you can file a case. You know, say, hey, you don't have to do nothing until the case is settled. That takes 2-3 years. They have to file 50,000 pesos just to file a case. So we settled. After we settled, he goes up and said, you want to buy the whole lot there for 2,000 pesos a square meter? No, hell no. Now she wants to sell 1,000. We told her, we're probably interested in this other competitive lots. Further out away, running through the road, kind of 500 square meters. Yeah, she wants to sell it. We saw it, and all of a sudden, we buy that lot, and so the next lot, the relative will say,
Real estate here.
on the beach, compared down, on the beach, 5,000 starting off at 5,000.
You know, across from us, there's that store. And then just up beside it is a big open area, just some palm trees.
Dead. It's a dead area.
Dead?
Yeah. No, no one's gonna buy it. I can't get access to it.
No, I mean buying from people that own it and you'll have access. It's right on the beach and right up to the
Oh, I
highway.
was stuck in front. John, as you look to the beach from your place, there's the one to the left.
To the left of the store. It's a big lot. Anyway, they want 3,000 square meters. So if somebody wants beachfront, oceanfront property, that's
Right next, left on the beach is that's Aaron and John's place. Yeah, they live there. It's occupied by a house. There's an office 24 minutes for that.
everything about Avalon.
No, the one not next.
Tulog.
Yeah, you're looking at the beach. You're looking at the beach. Okay? Yeah, Wild Beach right here. Right? Well, oh no, I'm sorry. Your place. I was thinking Russ's place. Your place. So you want 3,000. Go on. You got me. I was thinking.
The only bad thing is disinformation.
You bought all your construction supplies from Johnson, right? Or Johnson or Fairmont?
No, I'm from down by Bonnie. Most of it. And there were things like the lockdown happened, whatever, but he was still delivering to us out of the back door tonight after dark. So it didn't hurt us a bit.
Okay, so from your place, looking for the beach, which one's available? The one on the left or right?
Okay, there's Magic View. Sit across and look up.
That's that
Bar,
nice bar.
store.
John.
Just to the left of it, that whole big area is haunted.
Oh, Russ. I was thinking Russ, like on the left. He's getting tired. So. How's it going? Hi. We've been as busy as long as it's on TV now.
Had a lot of batter on it, not a lot of calamari, but it was very good what there was. I'd come back here. No, I did. I ate the other piece that was there. I'm just full. I wasn't going to eat anything. I was just going to have something to settle my stomach.
You have an hour for you to go to get back home?
Well, this time of night, I think we should have.
I said it's back in there in the room later.
If you'll drive, you'll tell me anything you want.
I don't know how to drive. It's scary at first.
This is the a little different.
Yeah, it's a little
It's
different.
kind of
I'd
a,
rather have the same.
but it is you have one brake, it's on the floor. Your clutch is here, your shift is here, and your gas is here. And reverse is a lever down here you pull up. And those are some little things that I would, if I was gonna design that or comment on it, I love it. I mean, power and mileage. But I would have had the clutch, the brake, you could either use your foot or your hand. And it's a system where it applies both sets of brakes in a certain percentage. But I'd like to have my option of either going like that, just because I've done it for so long. And I would.
There's no front brake, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
And that's what I said. The
front brake is your right hand, right?
No, your front brake is all connected to the foot. Your rear brake, your front brake.
Oh, they're connected together.
Yeah. Which a lot of bikes are going to on motorcycles. I would have liked a foot clutch where you have, right now they put it's like a shifting knob on there. You shift like that and you get a foot clutch. One thing, and they also have a foot throttle kit. But, how old is he now? 60. He's 70 now? Doesn't look it. She says, but in bed, he's 80, right?
In bed, 45. Everybody's getting old. Even me, I'm getting old.
Oh, I'm 73. He's 70?
Just hit 70 last March 8th.
Oh. We should have partied together. I did
Yeah,
March 28th. I turned 73. The last...
Parehas yan sa friend na mong German.
I look 84.
You'll be reaching 100 years.
Oh, good.
But all the men die 10 years ago. Yeah. But all the men die early. They all have heart attacks and die. Luckily, I had a good surgery.
My grandfather died at 103. He would have lived longer if the surgeon didn't operate it. They tear his leg. But they did. They tear his leg and he died at 60.
Well, the infection in my leg and whatever else was wrong with that, it took me 4 months of treating me like every other day and you got to heal. If I would have been here, they would have sawed it off. Unless I could afford hospital care or even doctor care here. For 4 months. I don't have much faith in the doctors.
So what was your treatment? They shot you up with antibiotics and things?
Oh yeah. And I actually started here. I took Keflex. And that got the swelling down some. But I had big open wounds in my leg where and deep vein thrombosis, DVT. And the pressure got so great when my leg was swollen that the veins just exploded and blew holes in my leg. And And having diabetes, they didn't want to heal.
Akong lolo na.
And,
Lolo kakasap.
but I got the infection under control here and all of that. But they were cutting on the wounds and putting new magic dressings on and stuff. Every couple days.
Harap ko ng sili, pareha ng ulan niya.
The painful, the process was painful for you?
Yep.
Was the process painful for you?
By then,
Ito po pagod ka nila.
not most of it.
Dala ko
When they were cutting, because they would cut fat tissue away, and then they'd pack it full of stuff and wrap it again.
Tatay ka po.
A lot of times at night.
Tatay ka rin na. Mala na.
I remember they had planter's boards. I was 16 years old.
Tatay ka rin ba?
God, those hurt like shit. The doctor, military doctor, had a cut on that.
Yeah, now they use a laser. Did they get them the first time?
Yeah, I never had a good, but I never walked barefoot after that. I didn't want to get warts again.
I was in the Navy, I was a farmer, and I got planted. You know how painful it is.
It just bothers them.
It's like you're walking on tacks. But I sat down, prepped an area, and did surgery on my foot, and dug them out myself. But if you miss, they're granular, they're conical shaped and they're granular. And if you miss one grain, like a grain of sand, they go back. So they started coming back, and I did another surgery. I got clear down to the bone in place. But I got it, and I talked to her later as a podiatrist or something else. And I told him that. He said, it's amazing because even doctors with the old technology cutting them out usually aren't successful. They have to do it several times. And he said, you're very lucky. But being a corpsman, when I go in for surgery, I'd start my own IV, I'd give my own pre-op. It was...
Oh, so you put some local on your foot when you did it, right?
I used some local.
Oh, okay. I was thought you'd just man up and dig it out.
Actually, it was a topical, it was cocaine syrup kind of. And I poured that on it. Man, if you had a sore throat like tonsillitis like I used to get, if you take a teaspoon of that, you're numb from here. But
I have a kite. I have a kite. Right?
And when you're around the neighborhood, you get known as Doc Mike, But a little girl dislocated her finger, and I'd set it and brace it, and whatever. But then Mom came home. Oh, we gotta take her to the doctor. Took her to the doctor, and I don't know who did this, but he didn't know what he was doing. Took a piece of aluminum and bended it, took a contour, want it in position of function. You don't want it like that. And
This guy, his shoulder was knocked out. Bang on it, pull on it.
what was happening?
Yeah, you could pop it in. Oh, God, it's gross.
See that on TV. Oh,
Bruce Willis. Yeah, he was doing that. He was doing that in Die Hard. You heard what happened to him, right?
oh, just that.
Did he just die? Oh, Bruce Willis died? Oh, I didn't hear about that. He stopped acting because he had
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah,
yeah, some
dementia kind of.
now brain. Sharp. I love when he first showed up at Die Hard. I said, he's gonna be a major superstar. He was. Johnny Depp right now is going to court against Amber Heard. How the hell did Amber hook up with her? Yeah, his coach would do a little study on her and say, hey, Johnny, this woman is wacko.
Like my son Christopher, who is still with Secret Service, he checks up on if my girls are involved with any guy. He checks up on them. He said, yeah, Sarah was hooked up, he was a drug dealer, and he was,
Oh. That's good. My cat comes to me, call her and she comes to me. Drive up to the car. With the dog, it's incredible. She's so tiny, the dogs can easily kill her in one snap. Bailey loves her. I mean, Bailey just...
Bailey, the white one?
The white one, yeah. But Bailey's the first one to kill any cat. He'll live the cat. He did. He lived two cats.
But they're outside.
Outside. No, Max wants to play, but he plays too rough. I had to scold him. Cool down. So Bailey tried to bite her? Or?
No,
Russell.
Not the bite.
No, he's No, Russ. He tried to grab Russ's. He just put his mouth around her.
Your dogs have never been big bark like heck and everybody. Nobody will come into our yard. But they've never been in.
My dogs, I have a feeling my dogs will bite. They'll attack. Max is the one I'm worried about. He wants to kill the next door neighbor's dog.
Thinks it's a cat.
No, for some reason, both my dogs dislike the guy. They hate him. Whenever he walks by, he's barking at him. Tom guy. Yeah, the one who lives next door to him.
You mean the one that we are at his house?
No.
With the well?
That's Jeff. That's Jeff and Jimmy. They're friends. But the one on the right-hand side of the road.
Are you done with it?
The one on the right, he's the one with two daughters, two 18-year-old girls living with them in that little hut. They don't have a... He has a history, you know, I just don't like her. We tried to tried to establish before. So he's pissed off Belle. He's burnt almost 5 days straight, morning and evening. I didn't know that.
Burning grass or and sticks or trash?
Trash. And I caught him one time. He was burning plastic. I said, "Hey, don't do that. It's a law." It is.
It's very toxic.
A DNR says you cannot burn anywhere outside. But no enforcement. The barangay, however, will enforce it if the people who are affected by it complain. In fact, we have a meeting Thursday. Bell brought video. Hey, you're burning right next to our house.
Did you get some shots of plastic too?
No. The panels are, we put cement, we put galvanized steel roofing on the side. Those are old ones in the roof that we had. And I just don't want to look at it. So she put them back over there. She was hot enough. She couldn't touch it. And we had smoke coming into our house. Our house is pretty much fireproof, but underneath the eaves on the patio is smoke.
your shrink up
Shrink up, yeah.
and toxic.
Sige rin, sunog din.
I built a little fireplace for her in the far corner of her lot down there, and she burns trash, burns plastic, you know, and she's standing there putting bamboo leaves over it to dry them, you know, and selling them. But you know, you think of all the stuff we've done all of our lives. We chewed up pencil. We used to play with mercury. Our walls.
But I never touched it. I always play with it.
Oh, we play with it.
I used to, in my bedroom, cast lead soldiers. Lead.
Yeah, all the stuff. You know, played with firecrackers, rockets, pipe rockets made black powder and steel pipes. By the way, you have a very nice place here. Very nice. Oh, maybe they plastic.
No, that's my senior card.
You are?
My senior card.
Oh, I'm a senior.
You're not a Filipino senior.
I'm a resident
And
here.
you're not a Filipino. You have to be a. I can't get. If I can't get. I'm born here. I can't get the senior card. And I was born here. You can definitely get it. But since I got dual citizenship, I'm now.
No, I've always, when I ride, you know, I don't get on a Jeep or a tricycle.
Well, I do is I turn over.
But when I when I lived in Baguio, I would take the bus down. I could ride the aircon with the toilet one that's direct, let's say 4 hours, versus the other one that stops everywhere, and I could ride on that one for less than I could ride on the other one at standard rate. So I use the time.
Well, some of the bus companies do it as a courtesy. They're not bothered by law to do it. The law says if you have a senior card, you're obligated to give that citizen 20%.
Oh, I just show them my driver's license.
That doesn't count. You have to give it.
I'm an albino Filipino.
Albino Filipino. Okay. There was a time where I was at Clark and my brother and I were going back to Manila. And this one white guy. He's at the front. We're about to leave and he's crying about getting his 20 pesos discount for senior citizen. And the bus driver, very expensive, says you can't get it unless you're a Filipino citizen. So I go up there and I say, hey, look, sir, here's 20 pesos. I'll pay it for your discount. Let's go. We're not going to. It was a principle. You guys from the United States. I'm from the United States. You don't say you're in the United States. You're here to talk to me. And it's only applicable if you're a senior citizen. I'm Filipino. I was born here, but I'm an American citizen. I'm not supposed to, and I don't receive it.
My name is Long on the ocean. Though it's very tired, you know, there people have told me that they walked into one of their motel rooms and stepped through the floor, hit the dirt, you know, and stuff like that. But and you might have to try a couple of rooms before you get one of their condition rooms and stuff. But it was cheap, and a lot of expats just go there and drink, and the food was good.
Well, a lot of actors, they spend their time just doing all the vices when they get here, you know, lifting up mirrors,
But there was,
getting a hoodie with your dad.
and before I met him, somebody pointed him out. They were total asshole with nothing but trouble. He had this girlfriend, she looked about 17, in fact, I think she was. And he abused her. He was just treated her like shit. And, oh, the kind of guy you wanted. But we were in this place, ended up sitting together. Oh, we rode to it, and then he saw us and followed us over to it. So we had a couple beers, and let's say there's 75 pesos for us, but a Filipino there was like 60 pesos or something, which I don't really approve of. But and he says, I'm a Filipino. I live here. Well, he was as Filipino as I am. I live here, and I'm only going to pay 60 pesos each. He said, I'm sorry, sir. Here's for 75. God damn. And he throws 120 down for two of them, and gets up and knocks out. And she's just sitting there, come on. And she calls him out, just, he's been barred from almost every club in Long now.
What's Long?
Right down the mountain towards the ocean. If you follow the sunset right down, it's at the bottom
From
of the
Baguio.
road at the ocean from Baguio.
Oh, okay. I just
And well, a lot of girly bars. But it's got some. It's got a Shakey's Pizza. It's got a Yama shop and a Honda shop, real ones. And not very big town, but it's got a lot to offer. And a lot of the beaches are just lined up. The beaches are just lined up with bars, and don't have lodging. But it's to get out of Baguio.
Babaw man niya. So, gusto na ko ang lain.
And then there's Angeles up there, which is giant. I mean,
see, I went to high school there.
what?
I went to high school there. That's why I went there.
Angeles.
Yeah, Clark Air Force Base. It was Air Force Base. And when I was there, it was wild, and all those bars were times 4 and shrunk to a bare minimum, and that was wild. I mean, that was really wild. And when you get during this, late '60s, you got the Vietnam War coming, on all 8 cylinders. So you got the military there with the dregs of the military. And then you have an economy that's definitely booming, and then not having the same type of, you had the worst of the Americans and the worst of the Philippines all in that one spot.
Now the Koreans have almost.
But if you look at it has 4 premier 18-hole golf courses. It has an international accredited raceway. There's a raceway there. It has a relatively new water park that's huge, pretty big. Water park.
Oh,
Yeah. And it has
they're fighting to come back.
it's gonna be the new international hub for the Philippines in the future. They're ready for the subterranean trading going all the way down there, and they're going to be open up the major terminal, the international terminal pretty soon. So
From where?
the international terminal, they built another airport. I mean, it's a major terminal, and it's going to be huge. I remember getting off the plane over there, and they had to push the ramp in, and just pull the ramp out in order to fly. And now we had an air ramp. But the new one's going to be very modernistic. And it's pretty much isolated. You have the Clark Field, Fields Avenue, Walking Street, isolated area. But the clubs now are just the 2 popular ones, the Excess and another one. They have floor shows that are really nice. Well, I go there, they're dance floor shows. Of course, 150 women up there before you choosing what you're just looking for. But we're definitely floor shows. We also go to some of the really good restaurants are in Walking Street. Really
There's a lot of. There's definitely activity.
Yeah, there's a lot of activity.
There's a Mexican restaurant down there. I guess they've been here a long time. And they're a couple blocks off. They drag and margaritas to die for, and good things to eat. And Butch, did you meet Butch when he was here? The guy bought my Avenger, and he rode down here. With 3 other guys from Baguio.
Oh, really? You
And
rode
they
all
took-
the way down here?
We used to do it every year.
Jesus Christ.
But they took the long route like we did the last time. They 2,000 kilometers. And
They picked up your bike and ordered it down.
oh no, he bought it before and I shipped it up to him.
Oh, okay.
But his back, and he's 375 pounds, 6'3".
That bike's too small for him.
I took him.
6'3" is too. His knees are up to his face.
It's got plenty of power, and
Dude, that's kind of pushing it.
but when his wife is on it,
That's pushing it.
they got the shocks bottom.
Yeah, the shocks at it all the way to the bottom. Yeah, sure.
But
When we load up the bike, I have to compress the shocks because it's bottoming out.
I had him, I think, all the way or one clip. But we always don't. We always ride together, and
It's comfortable for her. She loves it. And it's comfortable for me when I went on long rides.
it's the nicest stock seat I have ever seen on a bike.
It's
The
really
most
comfortable.
comfortable.
If you see that bike, I also have you said my beat, I have that nylon cover.
Yeah,
It keeps it
so
cool.
did I.
Yeah, I put on the Avenger.
And
I haven't started my Avenger for 3 months. I bought a brand new battery because we tried to start last time and the battery was dead. Those batteries on those bikes only last 2 years.
you're lucky.
They don't
You're
last.
lucky. You buy the cheap ones
I bought an XL.
every year. But
It's neat how they charge them. They have the battery and they have the acid in a separate container. They pop it open and they push it down. It drains in. And pop it up. Like little 6 bottles of little acid. Put on.
yeah, yeah, that's the way it should be. But anyway, he had some. What did he have done? He had some work done on him before he left, and the guy didn't tighten up the left. Was it rear shock?
Uh-huh.
And it came off,
Oh God.
and he didn't notice it.
Uh-huh.
Well, then finally he did.
Here, bottom out when he started it.
He's sitting on the frame the whole time. Well, they stopped at a shop and they only had some cheap shocks there. When he was sitting on it, totally bottomed out anyway. They weren't even adjustable or anything. But his back was so
The
bad.
spring was just the only thing maintaining contact.
He stayed on his back the whole time he was down here. Didn't go out at all, except we got him to walk across the street one night and had a couple beers over there. But anyway, I didn't tighten the shock up on it, and I went through it when it was down here before I shipped it back to him. There are so many things: screws missing, not tightened up properly. A typical. Oh, how's yours doing? What did he end up putting in?
Who? Which one?
Your mechanic.
Oh. What it is a clutch. It's a clutch drum, and it's the clutches, all 3 clutch shoes. Usually it's about 1 inch by 3 inches on each three clutch shoes. All 3 of them are blown out. It's a dry clutch, so all 3 of them shattered. They're all busted up.
They're probably aftermarket.
No, they're Honda. And he bought
I hope they're not Honda.
They're Honda.
Oh wait, that was Honda, not your. I'm sorry, you got so many bikes I can't hear.
It's 2. You know? The Honda Beat. Remember when
Yeah.
we were driving? All of a sudden slowed down. It was a clutch. And the pulley's fine. He said the pulley's
He sanded it with probably.
yeah. But he put it in. He got some money out of it. So it was $1,700 for the parts. And he's a fast mechanic. He charged me 23, so it's like 18. 400. He did it. He stops everything to take care of it. So took care. He had to go to Dumagetti to get the parts.
No, when I saw the place you were going to, and I'm sitting there thinking, because I've seen so many bad things. Even when they change your tire or something like that, and they screw up your rims, and you know, just I hate to have it. Well, most of my life, nobody touched my bike. You know,
I've seen him work on my bike. I've seen him when he does.
Well, I'm sorry if I was negative when I was there, but I was in
No,
the thing.
I've had to take care of. We had a problem with my lights. I thought it was my LED lights. He's right away. He said, "Oh, just a switch. Just go to the store right over there. Pick up the store." Came back. He switched it less than half an hour. 20 minutes later, it's just a switch. Push and switch. Took care of that. Then I brought him a fender. There's an internal fender on my feet.
Yeah.
So that's the water that splashed into it. So I said, put it on. He drilled it out, made it match because it wasn't a perfect match. He serviced all my bikes.
Well,
Roy was the one that turned me on to it.
that's good when you find somebody
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. When I come up, he won't make me sit there. He'll take care of me all the way.
Down at the, what's the big selling bike here? There's
Neo, the NMAX.
no, I mean the foreign, and the trike.
Rusi.
Rusi, okay. In Rusi, I mean, there's a Rusi store in Shotton. And there's this one little worker there. And I'd come in and he'd come right up to me and he'd take the same thing, you know. And he was really good. Well, the last few times I've been there, like I let him do an oil change on my bike, for instance, or my trike. But I won't let anyone else touch it because I see, you know, if he's not here, I'll either do it myself or I had a guy like that up in Baguio, and he was. I think he lived in the United States for a while. I just thought of him as an American, you know. And his aunt is overworking in the United States, and she's sending back money so that his daughter, who took the Philippine national championship in the boys' class, motocross. She has the best and latest armor for riding, and the latest bike engines and bikes. And she buys them for her and sends them over here. But he is just the nicest guy, and
These guys are gonna be late.
oh, I gotta have a couple drinks first.
No,
I'm just kidding.
Not gonna drink.
I do. We're not in a hurry now, so.
Yeah. Tired. I'm falling asleep.
Oh, you're close. How far are you from your house right here?
About 6 kilometers.
Huh?
6 or 7 kilometers.
Oh no, you're further than that.
No. 7. That one is 7 kilometers.
Because you're 50 kilometers to our house.